All right, we are live. I was just laughing because I went into the wrong live stream for a moment and Lindy disappeared. So it's like I'm so glad we're actually together in the right one.
Yes,
But
exactly. Good morning. How's it going?
oh, good. And it's good evening here. We have a beautiful day and we've been getting some rain and I can tell, I know you're coming out of winter into spring.
Hmm.
We're really in fall now, and the weather's cooling down. But today was beautiful, just gorgeous and sunny and all that. So how's it
Yeah.
been over there?
I don't know if I can, let me see if I can turn my computer around. Can you see blue sky? Does
Yeah,
it show up? It's actually
yeah,
blue. Yeah, no clouds
nice.
today. So I'm super excited. So
Yay,
after this call,
excellent.
I'm going to go outside. I'm going to take my shoes off and just ground in the grass because
Love it.
it's
I
just so
did
nice
that
to see.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did that today. Awesome, good. Well, for anyone who's brand new here, let's go ahead and do some quick little intros. You go ahead, and then I will follow, and then we'll get going.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Lindy here from Melbourne, Australia. I'm 53 years old, mum of two. I started carnivore 2 years, nearly 10 months ago. Geez, it's going so fast. Didn't think I'd actually last a year, I mean, let alone a week. It's the only diet or lifestyle I have been able to sustain. I've had lap band surgery failure, also failed many diets, and got up to plus or minus, 750, 800 pounds. I have no idea because it said error on the scales. But here I am living my best life now. I've lost over 500 pounds. My mobility was non existent. I was pretty much close to bedbound. And now here I am, been to Texas, Austin, Texas, and yeah, flown in aeroplanes and got a car driving again. I can fit behind the wheel of a car, and now it's just time to work on my fitness and try and strengthen my muscles and just get that mobility back and be able to live life again. So that's where we're doing this fitness challenge to do exercise in a gentle and safe way because I'm coming from a very sedentary position. And yeah, we're kicking goals. So I'm very happy.
Yeah,
Mm.
excellent. And my name is Lynn, and I am 56 years old, a mom of three, grandma of three. I live in Washington State in the United States, and happily work with Lindy on the Healing Humanity team. Got to meet her in Austin, Texas, and I'm loving this challenge. Have been on the carnivore diet for 16 months and went on it for mast cell activation syndrome, had to retire from nursing due to mast cell disease, and was totally disabled. I was also morbidly obese, but about 350 was about my top, and had head to toe horrible symptoms and was unable to do anything. So, also incredibly sedentary and quickly becoming crippled. And the carnivore diet has helped me so much to the point now where I am ready with Lindy to work on fitness. And again, I really appreciate that you said a gentle and safe way because that's so important when you're coming from a place of being so sedentary. Injury is real.
Yeah, and at the start of our journey is like, I know for me anyway, I couldn't exercise. It was just I was in so much pain. I was heavy. I would have to walk from chair to chair to get around the house, walk from the couch to the chair in the kitchen to the chair in the laundry. I couldn't stand for longer than 30, 40 seconds because I just was too heavy to hold my weight. So there's no way you can exercise and jump on a treadmill and do all those wonderful things. This wasn't an option for me. But now I want to move. I want to exercise because I feel great. Just focused on strict carnivore, and now I'm getting to the point where I actually want to move and exercise. So
That is
yeah.
huge. That's huge. Hey, Josephine.
Hi.
Oh, especially the Aussie. You've got yourself a fan.
Yeah, that's my husband.
Oh, I
Hi,
love it.
honey.
Then
He
he
should
better
be at
say,
work.
especially the Aussie.
It's gonna be nice, otherwise, yeah,
That's
he doesn't get
that's so
any
sweet.
brisket tonight.
Yeah. So, okay. So, for anyone who is not familiar with the challenge that we're doing right now, so we do our challenges in 4 week increment. We don't do 30 days because we meet on Fridays and we can, kind of update each other on how we're doing. So we do 4 weeks, and each time we choose, so we've been choosing someone's YouTube channel that we want to explore. Now, the first one, we just chose one video, the arm flab challenge, and we tortured ourselves for a
Oh.
month trying to do the arm flab video, which was horrifically hard.
I still have nightmares about it.
Oh my goodness,
That
I
was
think it
not a
gave
good
me
one.
PTSD. But, one of these days I would love to be really strong enough to just breeze through that, but definitely not there yet. Um, and then we've been trying different things every 4 weeks. So this time we have a YouTube channel called Yes to Next with a numeral two, not written out TWO. So Yes to Next.
Mhm,
And it is a lovely lady named April who I am absolutely enjoying, her and her elderly mother and
mhm.
their cats. I don't know if you've seen their cat. I think his cat's name is Mochi or something. This big, huge,
Yeah,
fluffy, huge cat that likes to join in.
yeah, and he
And her mom,
occasionally knocks the camera, and you see the camera start rocking,
yes,
and you're like, "Oh."
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
cute.
And
Yeah,
her mom is adorable and is such a sweet, cute lady and great sense of humor. And so I've really been enjoying her videos.
yeah.
Um, So I kind of expounded a little bit. I've been slowly expounding what I'm doing. So I started out like the first week I was just doing the wall challenge, which I'm still doing, and then last week I started doing hit workouts, and then this week I added her video with her isometric exercises,
Mhm.
and it was really good. So I don't know if you found that one or not, but it has options for using weights or for not using weights. And so I
Okay.
just did it without the weights. And
Yeah,
yeah, it was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. And
right. I
just
haven't
holding
actually
your
tried
muscle.
any of the others. I purely do the 10-minute workout just because I know it. I'm
Okay.
familiar with it. I just go in there, do that, and I've done it twice in one day, but then I've missed a couple of days because I haven't been home. So, when I slept over at my daughter's, and I haven't done anything with her yet. I really wanna just, load this up on her TV and do that, but we haven't got there yet. So,
Yeah,
but
absolutely, absolutely. I'm curious to see how she does, but I would definitely encourage you to check out some of her other things because she has some videos on things you can do for balance, strength, flexibility. She has one on with wall Pilates that
mhm.
I was curious about, which I'll probably try. I think maybe this coming week I might just try a whole bunch of like different ones.
Yeah,
And
new one every day or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm one thing that happened for me this week, which was good, is that I mean, I know the previous week last week when we talked, I had been dealing with some dizzy spells and I wasn't sure if it was the fact that I had a bladder infection or if it was I was eating too many high histamine foods.
Mhm.
Um, so I got the bladder infections treated. I'm fine. And then I've been really backing off on the higher histamine foods. And so my dizzy spells are so much better this week.
Okay,
So
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm, not 100% sure whether it was the infection or if it was the histamine, but either way, I'm happy that I'm feeling
Mhm.
better. So that has made it a lot easier to work on, doing some more. And I've been feeling more motivated this week, which was great. And yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I did see that she's got one on balance, and that's one I actually wanna give a try. So, just, yeah, trying to improve my balance because I do sort of topple over occasionally. I need to have the chair
I'm,
to hold myself up sometimes,
I'm going to
'cause I'm a
pull up
bit
her
lopsided.
channel. I'm going to pull up her channel
Yeah.
for a second since we haven't.
It just came up in my feed, and I thought, "Geez, I need to remember to do that one." So I'll definitely give that one a try. But the asymmetric ones there, definitely, I just need that strengthening. Mm.
Okay. So, all right. So this is the channel. And then, so okay. So our homepage, she has this one. Okay. Start doing this to prevent falls. She's got a playlist. Um,
Okay, yeah. This one actually
yeah.
had balance written on it, so but
Okay. And I guess that's also the most recent one that she posted. This was 3 days ago. I did watch a good portion of this interview that she did with this 95-year-old woman who
mhm.
is pretty amazing. But then I saw this one that she posted like 10 days ago. This is wall Pilates, um, which of course looks like she's got the wall squats. Her mom doesn't go down very far.
That'd be
But
me.
yeah, that would be me. That would be me too. Um, and yeah, but see some of the even just some of these recent ones, building muscle. Oh, this was interesting. Menopause, one for menopause, lose weight and build muscle. Um, and cardiac hit, breathing and stretching. So I
There's so
thought
many good ones there. Yeah,
oh my
improve grip
goodness.
strength. I need that one. I can't
Yeah,
open
yeah,
jars. I have to get my husband to help me with jars because I just can't open them. I've got no strength in
right.
my hands.
And I
Wow.
noticed that yeah, and I noticed that she tends to do like 5 exercises and that's it. So she leads you through about 5 exercises and I know the one that I did with the isometrics, she just led you through them and then she repeated the set one time and then that was it. Um but yeah, she's got stuff. Yeah, okay, here for your posture, 6
Mhm.
exercises for posture. She's got some over 50. Here's a 12-minute seated workout. The whole workout is seated. Hit workout to burn belly fat.
Well, don't eat these foods. I wonder what she's
Yeah,
gonna say. We probably won't watch
I
that one.
mean, yeah. Oh, don't eat these foods. Yeah,
Yeah,
who knows what that is. I haven't looked. I'm looking at her strictly for fitness.
exactly.
I don't
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know where she is on nutrition, but, you know but yeah, so resistance band workout, I might try that one too. 10 gentle stretches, that would be good too. So,
There's so many
yeah,
good
another
ones.
balance.
There's the balance workout. There we go.
Yeah,
That's the
there's
one I
another
saw.
balance workout to prevent
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, lower blood pressure workout. Interesting. Oh, and she mentioned this one too, this cool down. You can just do this one. This all it is a cool down. But that's probably something that would be really kinda cool to just kinda gently do, probably to relax you.
Yeah, before bed or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, strengthen your hips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the floor. Oh, that's great. I
It's
need
on
to
the
get
floor.
myself some mats. I've set up my gym. It's not quite set up yet, so I will take photos next time because it's a mess. So we ran out of room in our rubbish bin, so I couldn't clean it up. So it does look messy. But I need
Okay.
to get some nice soft mats or, those rubber things because it's a concrete floor, the concrete
Okay.
slab. So I can't be getting on the ground. It's just too cold. So yeah,
Yeah.
Todd's
I
found these
got
great
a
big tiles or something, these big rubber tiles that you can put down, then with a yoga mat
yeah.
on top, which would make it a little bit softer and not so cold.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's good because we got a really big yoga mat, like a
Mhm.
7 by 10 or something yoga mat, but it by itself is still a little on the hard side. It's just not
Yeah.
very thick. And, but yeah, if you get those the foam tiles that you can put together,
Yes.
put the yoga mat on top of it, I think that would be really good. So
Yeah.
how's your garage gym coming along?
Yeah, no, I was gonna take a video. I took my phone out there to take a video of it, but it's too messy. My husband's been just dropping
Okay.
things off and I'm like, "Oh, I feel embarrassed." So I can
Yeah.
take the laptop down and show you what I've done so far, but yeah, it's just it needs a bit of work. It needs some love. Like, it's
Okay.
I walk in there and I look and I just see mess at the moment, so I'm not inspired to exercise, but I'm doing it anyway. But I need to get yeah, the mats in there so it's a little bit easier.
Mhm.
Just the concrete's really cold, and then I do have a door that I can open on a day like today. It'll be nice to open the door, but when it's raining, it's just miserable because there's no windows.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think for summer it'll be nice. But yeah, we'll see how
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
goes. Yeah.
Put some music on and play some music. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and
go
I've
to
got a table set up so I can put my iPad on there, and, so I just take my iPad in there, stick it on the table, then I can do my workouts in there, so I'm not having to do them
Oh,
in the house.
excellent.
Yeah, but
Excellent.
I do have a spare TV, and I'm just wondering whether I sort of put that in there, get it mounted up on the wall, and then I can just use the TV, which would be so much nicer. I've got internet in there, so yeah. But these are things I need a handy husband for. Might have to talk to my
Yes.
son-in-law because my husband's not very handy and just get him to set something up for me. So a lot of ideas. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you had any oh, and I did post a link. We'd love to have any of you join us. We ask you this a lot. Be brave. You can do it.
Yeah.
Come on and yeah, come on and chat with us. Let us know how you're doing. So have there been any new challenges that you've had recently?
Um, Not really. I've been in mentally a little bit down, but just in the
Mhm.
last couple of days, I feel like I'm sort of snapping out of that and I'm feeling a lot more positive
Okay.
and yeah, just I guess, yeah, life gets you down occasionally, things happen. And so it's been very hard to keep
Yeah.
motivated. But I think
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like the winter blues. And the last few days, I've seen the sun a little bit more, and I just feel like that's I wake up, I see the sunshine, I just feel so much happier. And I've heard
Yeah.
a few people, a few carnivores mention that as well, something about the seasons. And I'm like, yeah, I think there is definitely something in this. So I'm hoping that with spring coming and the winter sort of going behind us now, that things are just going to get better. And then I saw
Yeah.
the weight stalls as well, and I know Todd talked a lot about that. He stalled over winter, and I haven't really been doing very well. Like it's just everything stalls. I'm not eating. I'm not sleeping. It's just been like I feel like I'm in a rut. So I'm hoping that
Mm.
will all change over the next few weeks as the weather gets better. So that's really my
Yeah.
own really main struggle at the moment is that motivation and just feeling a
Okay.
little bit more happier. Mm,
Yeah. Well, and where I live, the winter times tend we have clear days, but the Pacific Northwest here in the US is kind of known for rain and it being cloudy and you kind of, some people get this seasonal affective disorder because if it's too cloudy for too long. I was worried when we moved here because we used to live in California
mhm.
and it's 300 over 300 days a year it's sunny where we lived, and so I was a little worried moving up to Washington that I was going to end up having that issue, and fortunately I haven't. It's been
Mm.
fine, and it's because I think it's not solid gray skies you know all
Yeah,
winter, but yeah, but some people can't even handle it very much of that at all, and then they have issues. I mean, it's a real thing for sure, you know?
yeah. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess I was depressed before because I was housebound for quite a long time, so I was just used to being home. But now that I'm able to
Mm,
get out, it's just miserable coming out. It's too cold, it's wet, it's rainy.
I bet.
So maybe it's just that I'm wanting to do things, but it's just the weather's not on my team. Like, it's not on my
Yeah.
side. It's not inviting to go out, and it's a pain getting wet. And I don't have the clothes to be able to go out and enjoy weather. If it was snowing here, I'd really be in the poo. I can't wear trousers. I don't have shoes that fit properly, like boots or anything. So
Right.
when it's wet, I still have to wear the same shoes I wear in summer, and I'm just
Mm,
not equipped with clothes to be able to cope with that weather. So that's why I don't go out. I don't have
yeah.
many
Living house
jumpers.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
hopefully next year, as things get better and I have my surgery, I'll be able to buy some new clothes, be able to wear pants, and then I can tackle the cold weather a lot better. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that will be good. How cold does it get in the wintertime where you live?
You probably think I'm a wimp because I know most of you guys get a lot of snow. We don't get snow here. Like yesterday, it was 12 degrees. I don't know what that is in
I'm
your
gonna look it up.
Fahrenheit. But to me,
Okay.
I'm really feeling the cold. So
Okay, so 12. Okay, 50, that's about 53 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
yeah,
So,
and it's actually warmer outside than it is in the house. Our house is very
okay.
solid and it is freezing, so I have to have my little
Oh
heater
my.
on and
Okay.
yeah, so it'll be colder in the
Yeah. Yep.
house. Mm.
Actually, I mean the 50s, that's a little chilly, but I love that temperature because I have such bad heat intolerance. Josephine, you'd love to see and feel. I forget where Josephine lives, but obviously not any place with snow.
Yeah,
We get
I
snow
love
here.
snow too, but I just would need to have the clothes to be able to enjoy it.
You get snow where you live?
It's about 4 hours from here, so we have to, drive into the mountains and
Oh,
we can see snow there, but it doesn't snow at home. Yeah, we're
okay. We
too
get snow here where at my house probably a couple times during the winter.
Oh,
Um,
that'd be
yeah,
lovely.
yeah, one winter was really bad, and I think I was snowed in for at least a couple of weeks, because I don't have a good car for driving in the snow. But even when it doesn't snow here, it's like maybe a 30-minute drive to get to snow. So, okay. So Nicole, I live in is it Canberra,
At
Australia?
Canberra, Australia, and we had
Canberra.
snow in the
And that's
mountains the other
oh,
Exactly. Yeah, we had Arctic winds, they were saying, here in Melbourne. It was just freezing. Because I don't have as much insulation anymore, I'm really feeling the
right,
cold,
right,
so yeah, I used to dread the
right.
summer, and this is probably one of the first years I'm actually looking forward to it. And going up to Austin, Texas, I loved the heat there. Like, I could have just wanted to sit outside and just enjoy it. That is not me. I'm definitely the winter baby, but that's all changing now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, I actually when we were there, I one day I did go out and actually sit on the swing on the porch where we were staying.
Mhm. Yep.
I went and sat out there, which was again for me that was crazy because, I was so nervous I was going to have a heat, reaction to the heat when we were there. So, well, I'm hoping that getting more fit and doing working on exercise will inspire me. I can't say force me, but inspire me to be out and to maybe push the boundaries a little bit with
Mhm.
exposing myself to the elements,
Yep.
and I don't want to go too far because I have to be careful because I know when you're very used to being inside, your tolerance for temperature extremes is not very good.
Yeah.
And
A lot
yeah.
of people do go walking when it's wet and raining, but, yeah, they can
Oh,
wear
around here they
the
do all the time. Yeah.
yeah, but you can wear the jackets and the pants and the sneakers and stuff and do that. I'm just not there yet, but
Yeah. Hey. Oh, it's raining in Tennessee. Hey there. I know
hi.
you were just interviewed by Carrie recently, I think he told me. I don't know if it's aired yet, but looking forward to seeing that interview. Awesome. So, cool. Well, I'm hoping, yeah, we're in fact after this, my husband and I are going to go out for a walk. And
Mhm,
because we don't know how many beautiful days we have left, but we're gonna go and we have a really just like if you walk down our street and it's just a little bit of an incline, like I said before, nothing here is flat. Everything, there's an incline everywhere you go. But there's a
mhm,
little bit of a hill to go down. And then at the very end of our street, you cross over kind of the main residential street, and we have a regional park, and it's a really beautiful place to walk. And there's trails, and you can step off the main path and you're go down a little trail, and you're like feel like you're in the middle of the rainforest. And so that's a really we like to go walking there.
Yeah, you shared
And
some video of that last week, which is beautiful. Looks like a lovely place to walk.
yeah. Okay, so Josephine says, I'm not good at knowing things. I didn't think Aussie had snow. I am. I need to look that up and maybe one day I'll get to experience snow and travel.
We do
Yeah,
have
yeah,
snow in the mountains. It's not great, not compared to, like, Switzerland or somewhere like that, but we do have snow, yeah, and in Tasmania, they've got a Mount Wellington, we've been up there a few times and seen the snow. It was lovely. So, yeah, but it's about a 4-hour
yeah.
drive here to see snow.
That's a ways to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carrie's awesome. Yes, he is. Awesome. Good. Good. Yeah, so awesome. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of like my whole thing for this week is to just try to do more variety. And I did reach out to I sent sent a message to April inviting her to come on. And I said, even when the challenge is over, we'd love to
Yeah,
have you come on and join us.
and her mum.
Um
Would be so cute,
and her
but yeah.
mom, yes, what I said, and her mom if she'd like to. Yeah, I think she said her mom's what, 83?
Yeah, no,
I think she
it's
said 83.
what a beautiful
And
relationship, hey? We
oh yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I don't know if I could have gotten my mom to do something like that with me. I don't know. Maybe, potentially. My mom, and so this is where a lot of my exercise phobia comes from is my mom. Um, not that my mom didn't exercise. She was the most active person I knew. She was on her feet all day, but she did not purposefully get out there and do actual exercise. And she called people exercise nuts. And that sunk into my mind as a child that you're crazy if you exercise. And, it's amazing how as children, I mean, we really listen to these things that come out of the mouths of our parents. And, it was during the time where the exercise people were starting to do things like jog and do aerobics, and my mom just thought they were crazy. Like,
Yeah.
why would you do that?
My
And
mum used to walk everywhere. She'd go walk the streets, we've got a really big block and there are a lot of hills, and every morning she'd go out walking. She'd take the dog 1 block because he couldn't walk very far, and then drop him back at home, and then she'd keep walking, and a few times I would do that with her. But then once, and then she also did dancing. She loved to dance or rock and roll and
oh,
jive, like all this dancing. And this all happened after my dad and her separated. Like before that, there was no exercise at all, but this was her way of
mm,
just threw herself into walking and dancing just to meet people, and that became her sort of passion. And then she was diagnosed with cancer, and then that's when things pretty much
mm,
stopped, and I started caring for her, and pretty much, yeah, my exercise, I didn't do much. I used to go walking with her occasionally, but then after I lost mum, I
yeah.
just went downhill mentally, and yeah,
Oh, sure.
it was a bit of a yeah, so I've wanted to go walking, but I'm scared as well. Um, but I've got the passion. I wanna go out walking again, and my daughter said she wanted to go walking. Um, but I actually got a newsletter yesterday from Vision Australia. So, um, as you know, my daughter she's got been declared totally blind, and they're doing a fundraiser, like a walk, jog, or run in November, on the 23rd of November. And I thought, I'm going to do this. So this gives me,
Isn't that when Carrie is gonna be in Australia?
yeah, that's in Adelaide, but I don't think I'm going to make it to Adelaide. So I just can't afford to
Yeah.
go to Adelaide. But
Well,
there,
that's
if
the
there's
day of that convention, that you
the
won't
actual
be
day, yeah.
okay, so you won't miss him.
No, 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 because I think
No.
he's coming to Australia before, or to Melbourne before he goes to
Okay.
Adelaide, I believe, or even if he comes after. On the 23rd, he's going to need to be in Adelaide, but I don't think I'm gonna make it to Adelaide because
Okay.
I have to take the husband and it just gets expensive. So I'd much rather do
Yeah.
things here, with
Yeah.
him. So I thought on the 23rd I might do this fun walk. Like I'm not going to do the run. It is a fun run,
Right.
but people and walk or jog or whatever. I'm not sure what the distance is. I did go to the website. They didn't have a lot of information yet, so I need to inquire, but I thought I might take my daughter. She's got her cane, and just as a family, we'll go and do this walk and,
Yeah,
raise money for the vision people because they've been fantastic, providing support for my daughter, and that was all from fundraising money. So why not help give something back? So,
absolutely.
yeah, I'm gonna ring her after this actually and talk to her and say, "Hey, do you want me to book us in as a family?" Which then means
Yeah.
I really need to work on my fitness so I can do this
Yeah,
walk.
do you have any idea how far you can walk now?
No, no. Well, walking, I just walk from, around supermarkets or, the shopping centre I'm now doing, but I haven't gone on a really long walk. So I've got the
Yeah,
watch, which I've been getting around 2,500 steps, but I want to
okay.
try and increase that. So I'd love to work
So
up to 10,000.
now that you've had a whole week with the
Mhm.
watch, um, were you were you pleased? Were you surprised when you saw, like, how many steps you were getting a day? Like, how was your reaction to
Um,
once you figured out that baseline of where you're at?
Day 1 was 200 steps. That was day
Was that
1.
a whole 24-hour period?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
just in the
wow.
house, I'm on the computer all the time. I go to the kitchen, go to the bathroom, and then back to bed, like nothing. And that is pretty much a normal day for me. So now I've
Okay,
got this watch that goes off I don't even know. I haven't, like, I don't take note, but it prompts me it's time to stand. And when that happens, I actually get up and then I go for either a walk or I go and do a 10-minute on the rebounder or stand on the vibration plate or just get up and move around for me. But yeah, no, I'm averaging probably 200, and that's probably on a good day. That's what my life is, which is disgusting, really, but
yeah, yeah,
that's all I could do. And then,
yeah,
like, I am obviously a lot better now, but when I'm in the house, I just focus on work. I do my work and, I'm like, "Oh, I'll get up and go for a walk around the house later," or it's miserable outside and I'm still scared to walk around because 'cause I'm scared I'm gonna fall. Like, I have all these intentions of, strengthening and doing all this stuff, but I just don't do it. I'm like, "I'll do it after this email. I'll do it after this," and then before I know it, my husband's home, it's time to make dinner, and it's nighttime, and a whole day has passed and I haven't moved. So, I really need to be more, and this is helping because it says it's time to stand. So I use that
yeah,
as a prompt to, like, I don't care if I haven't finished my email, I get up and I go and do something. So,
yeah,
and that's how I'm getting my steps in now because my watch tells me to do it. So it's sad
yeah,
that I need that, but you have to do what you have to do. And if it
yeah,
gets
well,
me
getting
moving, then it's a good investment on my health.
I
So,
agree. Getting my watch helped because I was the same. I was only getting maybe 300 steps in a day,
yeah.
and, it was kind of the same as far as, having trouble getting out and doing the walks, and I just decided, well, nothing's preventing me from walking here inside the house.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of did every room, the halls, just kind of, around the living room, the family room, the entry, the kitchen, just kind of found this circuit that I did. And I would at least try to get at least over 1,000. And then that really helped because,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like just to take the pressure off of myself to not have to go outside.
Yeah,
Um,
and you don't have to do it all in one hit. I mean, just to
no,
work towards those steps and have a goal, um, so you can just break it up throughout the day, and it's much more doable, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, don't push yourself. Yeah, march in place. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go on an official walk.
Yeah.
You can just do it inside your house. And I know that I'd also tried to do it with using my rebounder, and that gives you maybe for every couple of bounces you might get one step. It just
Mhm.
doesn't record the steps very well. But, I do find the watch to be helpful in motivating,
Yeah.
but yeah, initially super depressing because I was like, "Really? I'm supposed to" everybody keeps saying you're supposed to get 10,000 steps in. Like, that's never gonna happen. Like
It has to be
seriously.
intentional. You have to work for it. It's not something that I'm gonna do 10,000 steps today. No, you actually have to plan ahead and make sure you can get all
Yeah,
those steps in.
and
Yeah.
maybe that's the key because we're not used to actually
Mm,
thinking about exercising and incorporating purposeful exercise into our lives. And so for me, I'm just like, okay, I'm going about my normal day and I'm getting 300 steps in. How
yeah.
how am I going to get anything done if all I'm doing is walking to try to hit my 10,000 steps? So I don't know, maybe it needs to be for me, maybe I need to go out and take a decent sized walk. And I don't think I'm not going to get 10,000, but if I can get 3 or 4, I mean, my naturopathic doctor wants me to get 8. And I'm just looking at that number like, "What?
Yeah.
8?"
But I think, what we're doing is right. Like, I'm up to 2.5 now, 2,500, and I'll add another 100 on interest, gradually increase. So if I went and did 10,000 steps today, it would probably kill me, and then I wouldn't be able to walk for another, a week because I have to recover. But if I'm doing it gradually and just listening to my body and keeping up and incrementing that slowly, it becomes a habit, and
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a lot more manageable for me.
absolutely. I'm signing into my Amazon account right now, and I'm gonna go and see if I can find the rebounder that I bought.
I'm not sure if
Uh,
mine deliver to the US. I've got a Jump Sport Pro.
Alright. Okay, I found mine. And I'll put the link, but I'll also share the screen so you can see. Oh, and just never say never. Yes, that's true. You're right. See, this is what my brain tells me. My brain says I'm never going to be able to do it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see this rebounder
Yeah, sure,
that I
sure.
use. Okay, so this is it. You can see I purchased it January 15th, 2024. Now, one thing, this is so out of proportion. Like they put this woman on here, like there's no way because this is not this big. This is a normal size trampoline. I was nervous buying this when I saw her because look at that. Like seriously, it does not. It is a normal size trampoline
Yeah.
for sure. Yes, but the maximum load, it has 2, 450 and 550. I'm not sure why, but comes with the bungees, it comes with the handle. Um, yeah. And it has a $25 coupon that you can apply. So you
Nice.
can get it for just a little over $100. And
Does that
yeah, so the
actually
frame,
come with a handle? So you buy it
yes.
as it is? Right, yeah,
It comes
mine's an
yeah, it comes with
accessory.
the handle and it comes with the cords.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, look at how big they make it seem. It is
Yeah.
really strong. It is really strong. Um, I never fold
Oh,
mine up,
folds
but
up.
yeah. Oh, that's 4 minutes. I don't wanna do that. But anyways, it tells you how to, assemble it. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But okay, so here I'll see if I can move my thing. I've got my rebounder. Where is it?
Oh, beautiful.
There it is. See, it's right there. It's really
Nice.
that size. It's not. I know. I looked at those pictures and I was like, "What? I don't even have room for that."
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I could buy the 2 sizes as well, and I just went for the smaller size because it's cheaper and just hope for the best, and I think I'm really happy that I got the smaller size, so I think it was 30-inch or whatever,
Oh, okay.
the
So this one's
smaller
a
one.
40 inch. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a pretty
I'm actually
size.
a bit smaller size.
Yeah. Hopefully I
I
can
guess if
get
you're
it to
doing all
work.
the really the active like, I jump instead videos where they're really doing the full aerobic exercise on it, maybe the larger one would be better, but for me, I'm just doing the gentle healing bounce, so a smaller one
Yes,
would
yeah.
be fine.
Me too. Me too. Alright, so alright,
Uh,
Peachy Pamin, MD, are you a doctor? Oh, I have a pacemaker, low ejection fraction. I'm lucky if I get 500 steps. Working in office, don't get much movement. Yeah. Have you been doing a carnivore or a low carb or meat-based diet? Curious to know because I know that many people find a good improvement in their heart conditions. I know Carrie Mann, who we work with on Healing Humanity, had congestive heart failure, and he reversed it. So that's good.
mm,
So, oh, Simpson, same brand Anchor. Yeah, yeah, it is really good. So it's mini. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if mine's considered mini. Um, yours probably is considered mini.
yeah, I just got the
Okay,
baby,
from
but,
Maryland. Okay, working on carnivore. Okay, so kind of transitioning onto carnivore. I mean, that's great. That's fantastic because, yeah, I mean, that so many people experience so many good benefits. And everything I'm hearing from the different carnivore doctors is just that the heart really works beautifully on ketones. Like
mm,
it works optimally on ketones. And Carrie Mann, I mean, he had a heart murmur since he was born, basically, and it actually went away, which to me is astonishing. Like as a
that's
retired
amazing.
nurse, yeah, to have like a heart murmur that long and to have it go away on carnivore, that's just blows my mind, honestly. I don't the improvement of this congestive heart failure is fantastic, but it doesn't blow my mind as much as the reversal of the heart murmur.
Yeah, Dr.
And your
Avadia
wife
is a really good resource as well, if you check out Dr.
yeah,
Avadia. I
Dr.
Fix
Philip
Hearts, I
Ovadia.
think's yeah, his YouTube channel.
So July 15th, lost 20 pounds. That's fantastic.
Yay,
Yeah. Yeah. Do you watch
great.
Dr. Philip Ovadia? Because yeah, he's yeah, fantastic resource. His channel is called I Fix Hearts. If you're not familiar with him, he's a cardiothoracic surgeon and carnivore. So yeah, congratulations. That's amazing. Especially
Yeah,
since you mentioned that you work in an office and you don't get much movement in. That just goes to show. Oh, good. You watch him. All right, excellent. That just goes to show that you don't have to exercise in order to lose the weight. You know,
absolutely not.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah, we're exercising now because we want to get better physical condition. I, and my weight has been, I mean, it's slowly coming down. I've kind of hit a little bit of a plateau. So I started out, you know, like I said, my highest was around 350. I'm in the 230s right now.
mhm.
And it's just hanging out. I kinda look at
Yeah,
my weight in the tens, right? It's like a decade of pounds, and, it just seems like it's taken forever to get there, but last couple weeks, I've had little drops in my weight. Since I took
yeah.
cheese out, I was doing too much cheese.
But there's no
So
rush, is there? This is a lifestyle. It's not like when we hit our goal weight that we're gonna go back to how we were eating before. It's carnivore for
right.
life, so there's no rush. We just take it slowly, concentrate on the healing, strengthen our bones and muscles and, which we're doing, and just remember that it's not all about the number on the scale because we're building
Yes.
muscle and bone, which weighs more than fat. So we could be losing fat and
Absolutely.
you just yeah.
Absolutely. And I know that I am because I've got my smart scale. So I've lost 100
Yeah,
and almost 3 pounds of on the scale, and I've lost 129 pounds of fat. I've gained 26 pounds between bone and muscle. Um, so the fat loss is more significant than just
yes.
what the scale says.
Yeah.
So, okay,
So
so today's
divorce the
day
scale.
89 of yeah, don't worry about the scale. Okay, lost 25.3 pounds. Okay, so are you going to continue? I guess that would be my question. Sounds like you're doing
Yeah,
great. Yeah, absolutely. So as Todd says, once on carnivore, you want to move after a while. It isn't a chore that you have to do anymore. Exactly.
exactly. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's where we're at the moment. There's no way we could have, even thought about doing all these exercise videos, but now we want to
right.
move. Mm.
She says, yes. Yay! Good. I don't know how anybody could do 90 days on carnivore and then just decide they want to go back to eating the
Yeah.
other way. It's like you've got so much progress with, and honestly, it gets better the more you continue on. It just seems like, yeah. I mean, I was on it for at least 6 months, I think, and I would before I started to see some really interesting changes. It's just like every month it seems to get better, and I didn't really get energy to start to exercise for maybe the first 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. The clothes are getting bigger. Scales are saying I've lost nothing in 5 months but clothes. Yeah, exactly.
It's all about the composition. So go by how your
Yes,
clothes fit and how you're feeling. Take measurements if you want to, but the scale lies. Like, don't trust it. It's not your friend.
absolutely. And it is a muscle building, and for women, I mean, I'm sure for men too, but for women, here we are in our 50s. I'm so delighted that I've gained bone. And, I had my bone density was too low. I know when I first stepped on my smart scale, my bone density was in the low end. It was, the red zone. They have the red, the yellow, the green, it was in the red zone. And now it is smack dab right in the middle of where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's from doing the carnivore diet. Yeah.
And we wanna be in
Shopping.
our 80s and still doing these fitness videos. I mean, how would that be? Not frail and in a nursing home and not being able to walk. We wanna be doing stuff. So, it's
Yeah.
gotta
Absolutely. Food shopping has never been so easy. Yes. I agree. I agree. Absolutely. Like food shopping now. Oh yeah. We it's and I remember before I went carnivore, um, I knew the whole concept of shop the perimeter of the grocery store, because it's not like and not that I always did. I would shop the perimeter of the grocery store, but
Mhm.
that would include the bakery section.
Oh, you just
'Cause
walk past it and you could smell those donuts. I think they do that on purpose.
and where I shop, they have in the bakery section, they always have, uh, free samples, and it's not just
Yeah.
sample, it was like the whole thing,
Mhm.
and yeah, so, shopping the perimeter of this grocery store was not necessarily even a good thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get all our eggs delivered. They come direct from a farm, and I order like 20 dozen, like heaps of them, all in one hit, and that lasts 2 to 3 weeks. And so that's been amazing. And then we get our meat delivered as well, or occasionally I'll go down and we've got a little shop which is exclusively meat. So there's no, but they do have chocolate near the register. I'm like, this is a butcher. Why have you got chocolates in here? Like, I don't need that here. It's just silly. It's literally
Really?
called yeah, Australian meats or something. It's all meat, and yeah, I think they've got a bit of fish as
Mm.
well. Um, but why have chocolate on the counter? It's just they have to do it. They have to do it. But I'm good. I
Yeah.
don't touch it.
Yeah. No, I haven't had candy forever. I really knew I had overcome my sugar addiction. This was months and months ago. I think it was in December actually when, I went to go as a sub for a bunco, um, game, which is and it
Okay.
was crazy. It was like usually it's 12 people, but this time it was 16. It was like that was December. It was their Christmas party and everyone brought gifts and stuff. And so we, rotate all the different tables. Have you ever played bunco before?
No, never heard of it.
It's fun. It's a dice game. It's really
Oh,
fun.
okay.
Yeah, it's super easy. It's just super, super social game. And usually there's 3 tables for 4 people at a table, and you're kind of partnered with whoever is across from you. And like you have 6 dice. I think it's six, no, three dice that you roll, and like it goes in rounds. Like the first time around, you're all trying to roll ones. And the goal is to get as many as you can before the head table gets to 21. Anyways, you switch partners, and you move. If you win, you move to the next table, but you switch partners. Anyways, it's a fun game.
Okay.
Loud.
Mm,
Yeah. But and there's all these prizes. Like you pay a little bit of money to go in, and then the money gets divided up among all these different winners, or even the biggest loser. It's fun. But anyways, I'm at this bunco game, and so you're going from table to table the whole night. And like it was probably an hour and a half into it when I actually noticed that every table had a bowl of candy on it. I didn't
okay.
even notice.
Yeah, that's
And
amazing.
that's when it dawned on me that I had beat my sugar addiction. And I was just blown away, because I'm like, "Oh my goodness, there is no
Mm,
way." Before, that would have been the first thing I noticed. And every time
yeah,
we switched tables, I would have been eating, and I would have been trying to be subtle about it. But the candy probably would have been gone by the end of the night, and it probably would have been me that finished it
yeah.
all off. Yeah.
Oh, that's a huge win. Great, well done.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was what, 8 months, maybe 6, 7 or 8 months into it,
Mm,
that I finally, it dawned on me that I had overcome that sugar addiction.
yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah. So good. Let's see. Oh, you play bunco. Yeah, bunco's fun. A bunch. Bunco.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to Google
Yeah,
it and see how to play it because that sounds like something we could do, but do you need how many like, what's the minimum amount of people you
minimum
can have?
12
Oh,
people.
12. Oh, okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
so if you have a ton of friends and you like to
Mm,
entertain, and you have a place where you can set up 3 tables, like, because the tables kind of need to be in separate rooms.
yep.
Um, yeah, you could do bunco, but it's it's just fun. And okay, so I still struggle with a little with sweets, right? And but you haven't been, yeah. So give it some time, because,
Yeah.
like I said, for me it was probably 7 or 8 months before. And then I'm not saying that I never look at something and feel tempted. I mean, the sweets are made to look tempting and to look delicious. I have just, my rule of thumb is I don't allow myself, if something sweet comes into my field of vision, I immediately turn away from it. I don't even allow myself to dwell on it, because that's when I start justifying things, and that is never good.
Yeah.
Um,
It took me a good, like, 6, 7 months as well to get that off
mhm.
switch, and if something is served to me, like, people always like, "Just have 1, it's not gonna hurt you." Well, I just say to myself, "I cannot stop at 1." I would
Right.
want the whole packet, so it's best that I just abstain. I don't have that 1, and then I'm not gonna fall into any issues. But, if I do have even just a little bit of vegetable or, even cheese is a trigger for me. Have a little bit of
Mhm.
cheese, I start craving and I want things. So I have to nip it in the bud, get some meat in me and just try and,
Yeah.
yeah, get through the craving by filling up on protein and just meat. But a little bit of cheese, a little bit of veg. If I go to my mother-in-law's, she's always has to put something on my plate, and that is enough to make me crave. So I've
Yeah.
just got to keep it really strict.
I think that cheese is doing the same thing for me. So
Yeah,
I I had a little bit of cheese. Sorry, my dog is barking at my husband. Had a little bit of cheese one time last week, and I have had a cheese a couple times this week. And it's weird
yeah,
because I was craving the cheese, and it's so much easier to give in to the cheese because it's carnivore.
yeah,
And but it's like, even when I gave in and I had some, I was like, okay, why am I craving this?
I
Like,
know, it's
this
in
is
the fridge, it's calling your name, isn't it? It's like
yes.
until that cheese is gone, you cannot think of anything but what's in that fridge, so, yeah, I get it, totally get it.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know what it is, but okay, so when I went BBBE, no cheese or sour cream, I beat that little voice in my head about somebody's good.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely,
But some
absolutely.
people can do cheese and they don't have a problem, they can moderate, and, I wish I was one of those people. Congratulations to you, but not everyone can
Yeah,
moderate. Yeah,
that's right. So Simpson says my husband cooks up popcorn every night, which he just finished up with, and I no longer desire it even with the smell permeating the house. Wow, that's good.
that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's air frying pieces of fat. I call that my carnivore popcorn. I
Mhm.
get the fat from the butcher and then I air fry it until it's like kind of crispy and then salt it.
Yeah.
And that to me is my carnivore popcorn. So, and if you do bacon, I mean, what do they do? The bacon knots? You can do bacon knots and cook
Okay,
the bacon
yeah.
knots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I try not to
yeah.
snack. I'd rather just have a meal, make sure I'm nice and full, and then I don't snack. If I start snacking, I think that would cause cravings for me as well, and then I'll just want to snack continuously. So I just tend to stick with my main meals.
Yeah. So what do you all eat? How many meals a day? I know you're different than I am because you have had gastric bypass surgery. So you have to
Lap
eat,
band.
yeah, oh, that's right, lap band.
Yeah,
You have to eat smaller, more frequent than I do.
yeah.
So what do you eat in a day?
Well, I still just have the
Typically.
2 meals a day, so that's why I keep
Okay.
stalling is because 'cause I'm not getting enough food. I did have, I had a collada this morning. It's just 3 eggs. I do whole eggs, and then I fill it up with hot water from the kettle, and then I put, like, a teaspoon, of butter and a teaspoon of tallow, blitz it up, and it's like a little milkshake, and that's what I had for breakfast. And then for dinner or sort of later when my husband comes home, I've actually got some ossobuco in the, slow cooker, so I'll just have this nice pull-apart meat, and I have a lot of water in there, so it's made a really nice bit of broth, and I'll drink
Broth.
that, a mug of that, and then just have the bit of the meat, just enough until I'm full. So
So what
it's
kind of
not a
cut is that?
ossobuco, like, I don't know where it comes from, but it's got, like, a big bone in the center, and you slow cook it or you can braise it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a slow cooked meat, but it
Okay.
becomes all
Okay.
pull apart. It's very fatty,
Oh,
a lot of flavour, and then you get the marrow in the bone as well, and
yes.
my husband hates the marrow, so I get all of that. It's my favourite.
Oh, my husband loves the marrow. We
Yeah.
he I like it, but not like him, and so I usually give it to him, but I know it's really good for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so I
So
eat, in the morning, I make myself now I'm actually following Dr. Elizabeth Bright. Because I struggle when it comes to coffee because I love it so much, and I went off of coffee, and then I watched her, and she said, "Just do decaf." And I figured,
okay.
okay, I'm gonna try decaf and see if I feel better because I wasn't feeling that great when I was doing coffee. So this past week I've been doing a decaf, kind of a latte, buttered coffee, and I that has been fine. I'm actually doing well with that. So I make decaf coffee, and then I put a big old chunk of butter in it, and I do put a chocolate element in it,
Mhm,
and whiz it up in my magic bullet. Um, and so it's kind of like so far, and I've been doing that for the chocolate element for quite a while. It never caused me to have any issues. Well,
mhm,
maybe one time it did, but I don't think it was the chocolate. I think it was an old bottle of tallow that caused me to have problems. But then I've been trying to eat a little bit more because I don't think I'm getting enough to eat either. But
yeah,
usually my husband gets home from work. He starts work at 3 o'clock in the morning. So he'll get off work, well, if he works overtime, maybe a little after 12. And then we generally will have some sort of meat. I mean, I'll make steaks. We go to Costco once a week and we load up on steaks.
Mhm.
And so we'll have ribeye. Today we had these Wagyu, these long strips, but they're like rib meat,
Okay.
but they were kind of long, and
So
we
like a
kind of treated ourselves.
flanken rib or something? Flanken
Something,
ribs?
yeah. It was
Yeah, I
really
think Bella
good.
likes those. Yeah.
It was yeah, they were really fatty, and yeah, they were actually super tender and really good. And we just and I also today and so I'll eat one big meal, like, kind of in the middle of the day, and then I'll have maybe something later. I've been getting these, Teton brand. They're hot dogs or frankfurters. Some of them are big, some of them are little, but, they're clean. And
Okay.
so I'll have a snack later in the evening, and lately that's been my go-to snack. It changes as sometimes it's leftovers, like I'll do a pot roast, just like I'll put some water in it,
In a
make a
slow
nice
cooker.
broth.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But lately I've been doing those hot dogs, and I actually dip it in a little bit of French's mustard, just but that's the only condiment I use other than butter is a little bit of
Mhm.
French's mustard every once in a while. Um, yeah.
Do you like eggs at all or not really?
I've been
Can you
eating more eggs. I had to go really careful because of the histamine content of the whole egg and not be able to
Mhm.
eat the whites. So, and I wasn't a huge fan of egg yolks alone. Occasionally I do a egg yolk scramble, but now I'm better with the histamine. So I can a couple times a week have bacon and eggs,
Yeah.
which
Mhm.
is, which I really, oh my goodness, I love. It's so nice to be able to have those again.
Hope I don't lose
Yeah.
my carnivore card, but I'm not a big fan of bacon. Is that weird?
Did you
I just
now, did you get any bacon in when you were in the US?
No, I didn't get any bacon there. I know
I
it's a lot
wonder if it's
cleaner
different.
there. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
actually made that beautiful, was it that meatloaf thing where it had the sausage and the egg and then it was wrapped in bacon, but we
Yeah.
missed it 'cause I went up and had an interview with Bella and I missed out and I didn't get any of that, so
Oh, no. Oh my
yeah, that
goodness.
was
I
gonna
didn't
be my
realize you
first
missed it.
yeah,
It was
missed
so
out.
good.
Oh, it looked
Okay,
good.
so currently yeah, it was delicious. So currently when I think of the sweets, I think why and reach for my like, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I cut up steak in bite-sized pieces and quick fry and lots of butter. Oh, that sounds good. This is my popcorn for our movie nights. That's a great idea.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, so Simpson said it sounds like what we call oxtails. Yes, that's what I was
I
thinking
think it
too.
might be. Yeah, I think it might be. Hmm. It's
Yeah.
really
So
good.
oh yeah, I should get some. Dr. Seawis says coffee is good to drink for carnivore, and Chafee poo-poos it. Yes. Well, because it's plant-based.
Yeah.
I
Look,
mean, coffee comes from a bean, or it's
yeah, I stopped having coffee. I have one a day normally, and I stopped for 6 months, and then just one day I thought I'll have it. I didn't feel any different. I didn't have headaches when I stopped. I felt fine. It wasn't like, but I just enjoy it. I enjoy having that hot drink in the morning, but yeah, I choose not to have it every day now, only because Dr. Chafee says you shouldn't. But if I do have it, like I don't, it's my social drink. And then occasionally, if I'm in a foul mood or whatever, I'm like, oh, I think I want a coffee
yeah,
and I'm going to have it. If I'm going to have a treat, have a coffee, But
yeah,
other people, they do get headaches and they feel off, then maybe coffee's not the best thing for you. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it if you're fine on it and you're
yeah,
reaching your goals and it's not affecting you, drink coffee. It's like it's your journey.
yeah. And like me, I was not feeling as well on the caffeinated coffee, but I'm doing okay on the decaffeinated coffee, and
Mm,
I'm okay with it. I mean, I put the butter and I put the electrolytes in it, and so I to me it has enough of a coffee taste, even though it's not caffeinated coffee, that I
yeah.
still enjoy it.
I was funny
So
about putting butter in my coffee because it's like, butter makes you fat, and, like, I still have all those old things going through my head, but then I did it, and I love it. So now if I do have a coffee, I always put butter in my coffee, but I
I
don't
love
like
it.
salted butter. It has to be non-salted. Do you have
Okay.
salted or
I
unsalted?
do non-salted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
A lot of
Yeah,
people have the
no, 'cause
salted, but I like
I
it.
also add a packet of Element, and so that has plenty of sodium in it. So I don't
Mhm.
yeah, so unsalted butter. Okay, so Josephine's cooking slow cook lamb cutoffs. Oh, nice,
Oh,
nice.
beautiful.
Oh, so Simpson doesn't like bacon, but pork belly. Have you had pork belly?
Yeah, no, I don't like I love the crackling, but the pork itself, I feel a little bit just a bit funny. It gives me a funny tummy, so,
Okay.
yeah, but I do love the crackle. Mm,
Yeah.
but
Awesome.
good.
All right. Good. Well, listen, we're a little over an hour. So
Wow,
this
goes
yeah,
quickly.
all right. So my goal for the next week is to try more of a variety of the videos and just kind of experience as much of them as I can because I'm really enjoying them a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, me too. I wanna start work on the balance ones and, also get my steps in. I'm gonna try and increase my steps and work up to this fun run walk thing that I want to do in November. So, yeah,
Oh
that's my
yeah,
goal.
absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, so set a reasonable goal and see how you do. And
Mm,
I think as long as you're getting more, that'll probably be fine. So good.
exactly.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for everybody. Let's see. We have don't do plyometric rebounding. It's a killer. I don't even know what that is.
That sounds like it would be a killer too.
Is it
Yeah, not sure.
plyometric rebounding? Okay. So now I'm going to have to look this up. What is plyometric rebounding? Oh, it says biometric. That's not helping. Okay, plyometric rebounding is a type of exercise that involves jumping and rebounding off the ground quickly, often performed on a trampoline. I can't do that.
No.
Absolutely. Yeah. That because I've tried and yeah, you're right, it is a killer. And it jolts my bladder around too much anyways.
Yeah, gentle healing for me all the way.
Gentle. Yes. Gentle is the theme.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate you being here and appreciate your comments and all of your encouragement. And we're going to keep doing this. We're going to get stronger and keep plugging
Yes.
away.
Yeah, I'll see you next week.
All
Okay.
righty. Bye, everybody.